What is up, everyone? Welcome into another episode of the Run Your Day podcast. As always, privileged to be here with you guys this morning. Dan Hafner here, coming at you live with another topic inside of this episode or this theme of relevance. So today's topic is this: focused purpose. Sit back, relax, and welcome to the Run Your Day podcast. As always.
Welcome to the Run Your Day podcast, where our goal is to expand your focus and perspective on life. This is your daily dose of motivation, mindfulness, and so much more. And now, here to help you take your day back, your host, Dan Hafner.
All right, everyone, welcome in again to the show, the topic of focused purpose inside of this theme of relevance. So this one can kind of encompass pretty much every different topic that we've talked about, or theme that we've talked about at least, right? So focused purpose, it's all even about what we talked about last week: alignment, growth, pressure, all of that stuff. So inside of this, it can be very easy to be vague and generalized, but what I'm going to try to be as specific as possible when I talk about focused purpose is as far as it relates to one thing that you're trying to attain, right? So in my life, I have a big trip coming up here where I'm going to California, and it's for a business conference. I've never been to any kind of conference ever in my life, and this one is going to be like freaking awesome. It's going to be absolutely life-changing. I can tell it's going to just be absolutely insane. So it's something I'm working towards, right? It's not just something that I bought tickets for and I bought a plane ticket for, and I'm just going to go and just hope that I get some value out of it. I'm actually going because I am going to dedicate myself 100% to learning as much as I possibly can and being a freaking sponge at that place while I'm there to get the most value out of that trip, out of the money that I spent on that, right? So in the almost 30 days now leading up to this, early December I'm going. In the 30 days leading up to this, many of the actions that I take are going to be focused on this purpose of going to California, right? They are getting me warmed up. They're getting me, excuse me. They're getting me prepared for this trip in order to get just the absolute most value and just crank out unreal amounts of business and work leading into 2019, right? And I think this is a good approach for at least me to have in this, and you could apply this into something in your life, right? If you just show up with something, you're not going to have a focused purpose, right? You're just kind of winging it. If you just show up at your job every day, just kind of doing the normal tasks that you do, or basically just not having a plan and you're just kind of winging it, which I'm guilty of lately as well, it's really hard to stay on track and know that you're on track towards something because you're not taking the relevant actions that are needed to get you where you're trying to go. So this focused purpose comes in what I talked about a lot. I keep coming back to this because it's so true. It really should have been included in the topic last week of alignment, of this linking your daily actions to the larger picture goals that you have, or the longer term goals that you have, right? And the purpose is your why. The purpose is, why are you doing this, right? So why am I going to California? I'm going to California for me, to better myself, to learn something about business, about technology, automation, leadership, sales, marketing, advertising, all of that stuff, right? That is my why. My what, well, I guess that's technically my what. That's what I'm going there to do. But why is because I want to take this podcast to an entirely new level. I want to take my business to an entirely new level. I want to take my life to an entirely new level. That is why I started this podcast, right? If you go back and listen to the first episodes, I started this podcast to document my growth as a person as I am growing. As I'm going, there are tons, probably millions of podcasts out there where the people that are talking to you have already made it. They're already millionaires. They're already sitting at the top of the pile. I am not. I am one of you. I am one of you in the trenches, bleeding, sweating, and failing. Putting up with the day-to-day grind and the crap that comes at us every single day. That is why I am here. That is why you probably listen to this show and can relate to me. That is my focused purpose. That right there is my focused purpose. So my challenge for you today, what is your focused purpose? And remember, I even almost tripped myself up during the show here. It's not the what. What I'm doing is this, and this. That's not it. That's a false thing you're chasing there. It's the why. What is the focused purpose behind what you are doing? The question is, why are you doing it? Digging deep into the why of why you are doing it. We all do things in our lives every single day that we either know why we're doing it or we have no idea why we're doing it. We just do it because it's just a habit, or we have to do it. Because you don't really have to do anything. You choose to do things, whether you believe it or not. So think about this today. Think about this, journal it, do whatever you got to do. I also wanted to give you guys a heads up. I have another thing in the works here where I'm going to make this way easier for you guys to be able to actually share your insights and revelations with me and with the Run Your Day podcast community at large. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to get back to you here later in the week with an exciting announcement about that. So be sure to tune in for the rest of the week and catch those shows where I'm going to announce that. And really take this challenge seriously today. What is your focused purpose? AKA, what is your deep why? Okay. So that's the challenge for you today. That's going to wrap up today's show. As always, thank you for joining the Run Your Day podcast. Like I said before, tune in later this week. I might even do it tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow, but at least the day after, Thursday or Friday. And I will announce something that's going to be awesome, and it's going to really grow this community and grow this podcast and give you an outlet to share and to just help the community at large with your revelations and insights. So that's going to wrap up today's show. Thank you for joining. Dan Hafner signing off.
Thank you for listening to the Run Your Day podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's show. If you did, feel free to share today's show with friends and family. Until next time, have a great day.